Hi guys, Sarah here and welcome to Novel Expectations. Today I'm coming to you with a Tuesday Talks video. Tuesday Talks is a Goodreads group that was created by Janie over at the Bookworms Buddy and Janelle from Miss J. Rod Reads. I will post a link to the Goodreads group in the down bar below. So this week's question is, what challenges do you hope to participate in? I just joined a group on Goodreads late last year, and it's called the Crazy Challenge Connection, and they have some of the most amazing epic challenges that I've ever seen for reading. So I picked a few and I'm going to work my way through them this year. Or in the case of one of them, try and put a small dent into it this year. So the first challenge is the A to Z Authors Challenge. So essentially it is exactly what it sounds like. You go A to Z, and for each book that you read, depending on the author's name, you plug it into that letter. And you hope to finish and read a book by an author from each letter of the alphabet in the year. The other one is the A to Z Title Challenge, which is exactly the same thing, but you use the titles of books. And in my case, I'm not going to allow the use of the word the or a, just to make it a little bit easier, fill in some spots a little bit quicker. The next one is the Page Count Challenge, and I talked about this one last week on Tuesday Talks when I was talking about some of my goals for the year, to read 50,000 pages. So I've put myself in as a goal on that, and I'm really hoping to get to it. I'm almost at 1,000 pages already, so fingers crossed. I hope to read some thicker books and get some more pages in there real quick. The next one is the really epic one. This is, and I'm sorry for looking down, but I want to make sure I get the name of it right, is the Jelly Belly Jelly Bean Challenge. This is again on the Crazy Challenge Connections, and there's no end date. You do not have to have this finished this year. You don't have to have this finished in 10 years. This is totally at your own pace, just for funsies. But I believe that they're closing the threads to new people jumping in on either the 1st or 31st of March of this year. So I'm not sure. Maybe go check it out if you're interested. So Jelly Belly beans are jelly beans, and they're the really awesome flavored ones like buttered popcorn and chocolate mousse and 7-Up and, all these kind of really wackier flavors. Not your typical, red and green and orange. So pretty much what they've done is there's a list of all the retired flavors. I think I'm doing the retired flavors one. So there's a huge list of the retired flavors. So for example, the very first one is 7-Up. SEVENUP. So essentially I have to read, what is that, 5, 6, 7 books? A book that starts with an S, a book that starts with an E, you guys understand. Each letter of each of these jelly bean flavors, you need to read a book that the title starts with that. There is, for the one I'm doing, 1,645 books, I think. And I figure if I read at, pretty much about 100 books a month, 100 books a year, it'll take me 16 years to finish this challenge. It's epic in the most epic of proportions. But you know what? I'm going to take it one word at a time. So as I go throughout the year when I'm doing kind of like my TBR, because I don't do wrap-ups, I do weekly wrap-ups. But maybe even when I do my weekly wrap-ups, if I finished a letter, I'll tell you guys, because I think that's super awesome. Like, oh, I finished, A and W, I've got that one done. Instead of marking off that I've only got 100 words in there, or 100 books in there, but the fact that I finished full words, I think that's a nice challenge to strive towards. And the last one I talked very briefly about in my weekly wrap-up on Sunday was I plan on reading at least one new release a month. I've been going on Amazon quite a bit, and I've been pre-ordering a ton of books. And yeah, that's bad. But for the Kindle, they're a little bit cheaper, so it's not so bad. But I've been pre-ordering a lot. So as I pre-order, I go through and I see what's coming out that month. And I've been picking books. So I've picked up to April now. So one book a month that's a new release, and when it's released, I'm going to start reading it, and then I'm going to review it. So that's another challenge for me personally for this challenge, is to give you guys reviews on new releases, because I think that's a big thing. In all the years that I've been doing BookTube, and I know to some of you, you're like, you have like 8 videos that have you been doing this for years. I had 2 other channels prior to this that I got rid of because I wasn't happy with them. So that's why I'm trying to do things now that make me happy. Not just following what everybody else is doing. You're probably never going to see hauls from me. Yeah, I had one at Christmas, but that was different. You're probably never going to see tags from me. The only time I might do tags is come next Christmas when I want to do Vlogmas, and I might do tags to fill in some of the days. Or, yeah, but that's not the direction I want my channel to go in. I want my channel to be about reviews, to be about talking about authors, talking about new books that are coming out. Tags and hauls and stuff are fun, don't get me wrong. And believe me, I get a lot of great book recommendations from watching those. They're just not for me. So that's why I want to make sure I read a new release every month so I can review a new release for you guys every month. And if I just read a book that I really, really enjoy, I'll probably review that as well. So, yeah. Anyway, do you guys have any challenges, reading challenges, that you are participating in this month, or in this year, excuse me, I can't talk today. Please post in the comments below and we can chat about it. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Bye.